Well, it's nice to have a little indoor project, and this is 6 yards of window warm, which is going to be the inside of my window covers. This is the material that I'm using. It's got several layers to it. It's got mylar and a little bit of poly fiber fill and a reflective side, so you can see the multiple layers here. And we're gonna face that with black on the inside and fabric similar to this color, just broadcloth on the inside, and that way we'll have window covers that will block light and also heat and cool when necessary. Smile!
Smile.
Alright, welcome back. It's a new day and I am still working on my window covers. I'm gonna get these all pieced together so that my mom can work on sewing them for me, which is a huge blessing because this is a big project that I just, as behind as I am on the van, I don't have time, and she's a great seamstress. So I'm gonna go ahead and just piece the fabric together. I've got my warm window material. This is the window side and this is the lining side, although I am gonna face this with some additional lining because I don't want the seams here. I also want them to be a little easier to clean. And then I'm gonna number them all so she knows what order of priority to make them. This is just polycotton broadcloth that I got from Joann's, and the black is going to be the outside most of the time, so we'll have blackout curtains. And then if it's real cold or real hot, excuse me, this will be fine on cold days because it absorbs heat and reflects it, but if it's real cold we might want to put the white side out. Real hot, I don't know, one way or the other. Anyway, they're reversible. It's early. And the way these are going to be constructed is the layers will just be sandwiched in between and then bound with some bias tape that my mom's actually going to make by hand. You can buy bias tape, which is just kind of it's a double fold, so the fabric is cut flat like this and then folded on itself and then folded again, which gives it a nice edge to wrap the fabric like that. But buying it in bulk, it's expensive. So I just bought extra black fabric. She's gonna cut it with a rotary cutter and then use a little tool, this little tool, to actually run it through as she irons it and make the creases, and then she'll have hundreds, literally hundreds of yards of bias tape. And then this will be the lining side. This one is the windshield, so it's by far and away the biggest of the ones that I've got. And since we realized that she might not have time to do them all, we're going to do them in order of priority. I'm going to get the cab done first so we can black out the cab at night. If I'm really lucky, they'll all be done before I leave, or I can leave them with her to finish. But either way, I'm just so thankful that she's helping me with this project. Two of these are the rear doors. Window and the slider. And I cut the patterns to be a little bit wider than the window so that they'll hit the metal around the window and create an air pocket basically for insulation. Bump windows. Once my mom saw how thick all this insulation was, she says, where in the van are you going to store those? Which is a very good question. And there is a bin up above the driver's side, or up above the cab, that's going to be the perfect spot for these. My mom is having a lot of trouble with the bias tape that we had planned for the window coverings. She was having trouble getting it to fit, trouble with her sewing machine. So we talked it over and decided that she's just going to cut the tape for me. And bias tape is just a piece of fabric that's cut on the diagonal, so it's nice and stretchy, and then you can fold it and use it as that trim on the edge of your window covers or other things that need trim. So anyway, I need 1,000 inches of that for all of my window covers, and she's going to do me the favor of getting it all cut and seamed together for me. So I'll have a big long roll of bias tape that I can take home. And I've already cut the window covers, so they're ready to go, and I will probably work on hand basting them together, which is just a loose stitch that you do all the way around the edges to keep the pieces together. And then I'm crossing my fingers that I can maybe impose on a friend to help me do the sewing, because unfortunately I put my sewing machine in my storage unit and didn't think I need it, so it's right smack dab in the middle of a poppin' full storage unit, so I'd have to unpack a lot of stuff to get it. But anyway, fingers crossed that a friend of mine will step up and help me out. I haven't asked her yet. She doesn't know, but hopefully she'll have mercy on me.